Lately, my life has been somewhat chaotic. There's so many things that are happening. Sometimes it's one thing, and then once that's over, it's something new. Other times, it's multiple things at once. Thing is that life is that. It's suffering. On every end, on every corner, there's suffering. Just right before Christmas, I had what I would describe as a nervous breakdown at work. Not quite a full nervous breakdown, because it's not like I broke down crying or anything like that, but my mind was foggy. I couldn't think straight. There were some errors at work, and I couldn't get my attention to focus. And I asked my best friend Juan, I said, hey, if you were to want peace in your life, what would be the first step that you would take to get there, to go in that direction, to move yourself in that direction? And he said that the first thing he would do is cut the noise. And instantly my brain went, wait, well, what? And I'm like, yeah, that's you. That's you. I need to cut you off. I need to cut you out. The chatter, the never-ending what if this, what if that. And I started a peace journal. For those of you who are curious, I went to Barnes & Noble with a gift card that my friend Juan gave me. I bought some of these little notebooks. They're pocket like sketchbooks, I guess you could say. And I started, this one specifically is on peace. And in it, I'm just either writing down quotes that I've heard or that I come across that help me move towards peace, inner peace, and also little insights that I discover along the way. I also have like this exercise that I do to sort of keep my mind occupied or active, or rather, the best way to say it is to keep my mind focused. I write down a letter, and then I think of as many words as I could possibly think of that start with that letter, including swear words. So that's letter A, B, right here, B, C. I'm starting there. I have to say that just this exercise alone has given me a lot of insight. The very first thing that I wrote on here was keep your mind on your own business. Stay away from drama. If it doesn't concern you, pay it no mind. Listen to drama, but have no opinion. Let others have their opinion. You keep quiet. Learn to keep your mouth shut. Mind your business. And then I asked my friend about that, and I wrote this about cutting the noise. I said, reduce or get rid of everything that causes noise in your life. Mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical noise. Anything or person that disturbs your peace, cut it. Get rid of it. Stay away from it. And I think that has been one of the most important lessons in the beginning of 2024 is learning to be quiet, just completely quiet. And that doesn't mean just keeping my mouth shut. It means stopping my mind from having an opinion inside as well. That when some crazy driver cuts me off, that little thing that goes, "Are you freaking kidding me? Like you could kill me," or like whatever arises. I go like this and I go, "Stop." And it goes, "Oh." And then I notice that part of me gets a little frustrated because I don't allow it to move. But then I reason, is there any real need for me to swear at the driver who can't even hear me, like my nephew once said? He was in the backseat and the light turned green and the driver in front of me wasn't moving. So I was like, go, come on, the light's green. And then he finally moved and my nephew said, Theo, I don't think he can hear you. And I thought to myself, wow, like this kid just humbled me. He told me like that I'm really angry at me. I'm really angry at nothing, because even if I said that out loud, the dude can't hear me. So it's wasted energy. I've been putting that into practice, just keeping quiet, stopping the chatter as much as I possibly can. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It is really hard, especially if you're used to just constantly just overthinking things. And then, well, there's thinking, and then there's chatter, right? There's thinking about something where your attention is in what you're thinking. And then there's like this automatic, like, complaining that serves no purpose, really. It doesn't help at all. It doesn't help solve the problem. In fact, it actually creates a new problem. And then you begin to hate life, hate others, and hate yourself even. And I don't want to get to that, because I think of myself as a loving person, and I can't be loving if I'm angry. Anger gets in the way. So that's one thing that I've put to practice. And it helps because, even when I'm in a discussion with someone, I stop myself from having an opinion. I say, wait a minute, you don't need to give an opinion about what they just said. Even if the person is saying something that I want to jump to defend myself. I say, wait. I tell myself to wait. And I don't allow that chatter to continue. And then something beautiful happens, actually. I actually start listening to the other person. I hear their concern. And instead of arguing, I can easily provide a solution. So there's something to being quiet and something to this silence that is incredibly beneficial, not just to myself and my well-being, but to others, because it allows me not to argue about trivial things. On my arm, I have tattooed the words Memento Mori, and I take those words very seriously. Remember that I must die. I'm going to die one day. And I don't want the last conversations that I have with someone to be that, angry. And that goes for other people as well. I understand that one day they are going to be gone. And I don't want to argue over trivial things. So I remain quiet. As quiet as I possibly can. It's still really, really challenging. Especially if no matter how quiet you get, the other person is just, coming at you. So if you find yourself being extremely anxious to the point that you're about to have either an anxiety attack or a panic attack or a nervous breakdown, add that to your practice. Every morning, before you do anything, give yourself 2 minutes of just sitting quietly. And just notice how busy your mind is at every moment. And all you need to do is just point it out. You don't need to tell it to be quiet. You don't need to get rid of a thought. You don't need to control it or anything like that. All you need to do is just point to it and say that right there. And it like, oops. And then it tries its best to be quiet. And then it goes thinking again, man, I can't do this. This is hard. Point at it. It's quiet. Practice that. Just start with the practice of being silent. Being silent externally and being silent internally. And let me know how that goes. I'm curious to know if you actually put it into practice. I'm curious to know how you benefit from it, how it changes your life, how it improves your life. Maybe you discover something that I didn't. And so please report back to me. Either leave a comment down below or make a video like this and then share it with me. Have a conversation with me. Just send it to my email. Journey well. Thanks for joining me these few minutes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for not judging me. And I'll see you in the next conversation.